this at a different place. They sort of referenced it. They call him, the chapter is called like the king of the scrambles. But he has this notion in Jiu-Jitsu, Dan, is to do one more thing. It's overly simplistic, of course, but it's just trying to convey this concept of like just keep scrambling, trying to make something happen. You know what I mean? So somebody's passing your guard. He's always like, just do one more thing to stop them from passing your guard. Or if you're trying to sweep, just do one more thing. And I guess you could call it an mindset or an attitude, but it's actually very, very effective, you know. And you can be creative. Like sometimes I'll be rolling with my son, and he'll catch me off balance and like get a butterfly sweep on me, but I'm able to like position my hands on his hips and sort of roll through and come back out, so he doesn't really complete the sweep because I'm doing that one more thing. You know what I mean?
Right. I feel like it's the same thing, or I always envisioned it more as like just don't stop, like just
Yeah,
keep
exactly.
going and going.
Yeah,
Same idea, right?
yeah,
Same exact thing, I think.
yeah.
Like just always just keep,
I think
because it's not really one more thing. It's one more thing, and then one more thing, and then one more thing, and then it's
maybe
just,
that's the beauty of that phrase, is it makes it sound easy. Like, oh, I can always do one more thing. But if you were to tell somebody, just keep going and don't stop, they're like, well, I got to stop
I'm
sooner
so
or later.
tired, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. But if just one more thing, because sometimes, I mean, well, always, it's ultimately it's going to be one more thing that wins the position for you, right? So, yeah, it's overly simplistic, but it's probably a pretty good way to say
Yep.
it. Then I've always known this about Marcelo Garcia, or I've read it before. Is so? What do you think he says his secret is to jiu-jitsu? Why he's so good?
I don't know.
Do you not know? He says, and I think he's onto something here. Is he says he loves jiu-jitsu more than anyone else loves jiu-jitsu.
Hmm.
So, how I think that works itself out in real life, how that evidences itself, or what that manifests is, he's not worried about his ego as much. He just loves the jiu-jitsu. Like, if you sweep him, he's like, look at the beauty of that sweep. You know what I mean? And it allows him to be creative and allows him to be in the moment. And
Right, or even if he lost, he could find great interest in what happened to him.
exactly,
Right? Like,
yeah. So then you're never. I think if you can truly embrace that and maintain that attitude, which is probably really hard, you're never going to be distracted by self-consciousness. You're just going to be in the moment of jiu-jitsu, very, I don't know if you would call that Zen-like, but it sounds pretty cool, right?
yeah,
Something I'm striving for all the time is just to be all about the jiu-jitsu, not about myself or my performance.
yeah, it reflects some things we've said and you've said before on here.
Mm.
And it seems to be, I think it's part of what's helping Rory as well, right? Like Rory seems to just really love jiu-jitsu, and and it will also help you continually go in. You're not like, it's not a chore. You're not like, oh, I don't want to go in again, but I should for the benefits. And like, you're like, I want to
Right.
do it. I want to go. I want to learn. And circling back to saying, not being afraid to challenge yourself against someone that's good. If you're sort of like, if you feel like you'll learn some things going with someone that's good, you'll want to do that as well, right? It's
Right.
not about beating someone or winning or losing. You're like, I think I could learn going with that person, right? So it applies to that as well.
You're less likely to shirk the competition. Yeah, yeah. That makes perfect sense, Dan.
Yeah.
That's a great point. Yeah. Very, very cool.